Hi, everyone. Welcome again to the McConnell Art Center. Today, I have with me Caeleigh, and she is one of our fabulous artists here at the McConnell Art Center. And so, Caeleigh, can you please tell us a little bit about yourself?
So my name is Caeleigh Featherstone. I live in Columbus on the South Side, and I've been a practicing artist for a while now. I'm an artist and a musician. So this is a little
Awesome. Well,
about
thank you.
me.
Fantastic. You're a musician. What do you play?
I play a lot of things. I play in a band called Saint Seneca where I play bass and I sing, and then I personally have my own projects where I play guitar and keyboard, piano, harp, all sorts of stuff.
Wow, harp. That's awesome. Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for sharing with us some of your artistic pieces. We have several in our exhibition right now. Do you want to talk a little bit about some of the pieces that you have inside at the MAC?
Yeah. So I think I have four pieces there. Um, One of them is probably 4 years old and is one of my favorite pieces that I've ever made. And I've had it in, I think, like a couple other shows now because I'm personally such a big fan of it. It's back when I was doing more color study and abstract work more regularly. And then there are two other pieces that I made kind of around the beginning of quarantine last year that were like a resurgence back into color study and abstract work because it's something that I kind of stepped away from for a while I was focusing more on music. And then the fourth piece is a piece that was made specifically for a song that I put out last year. So kind of like combining those two worlds together.
Oh, that's fantastic. Awesome. What is this song?
It's called Switzerland. That's the name of the painting as well. Um, yeah, the song is called Switzerland. It's about when I was on tour in Europe and I took a train ride through Switzerland, and it's just like a song describing the colors that I saw because it was notes taken and it was intended to be a painting when I got home, but then it became a song instead. And so it felt fitting to make a painting for releasing the song just so I could finally have the full circle of that whole experience.
That's fantastic. I feel like we need the song playing while people go and look at your pieces at the same time.
Oh,
That's
that would be amazing.
wonderful.
That's like, oh, I'd love that.
That's so cool, right? Oh, we'll have to
Yeah.
figure that out. Awesome. Well, you also participated in the murals outside. Can you talk about what that experience was like?
Yeah, that was a really interesting time because so I am a bartender and a touring musician. That's what I do for a living, those two things together. And those two things got totally wiped out during the pandemic. So I was kind of, like diving back into abstract painting and kind of like twiddling my thumbs a little bit, but like working on projects. So when everything started happening, it felt kind of like an obligation to help and participate in some way. I live downtown, so I was like walking down to the protests and participating. But uh, as soon as I saw that there were businesses boarded up. My very good friend, Adam Hernandez, is a muralist. And so I reached out to him to see like what type of work is going on and if I could volunteer my skills in any way, just because it seemed like a great a great way to spread a good message, just spread some positivity and some support in a different way than just showing up and being a body, which I also think was really important to do. But um, yeah, so I got that specific situation through my friend Adam. I did a few other murals for some other businesses too, like friends of mine who work at different restaurants that were in that area. But yeah, I think the panels that are up there in front of the McConnell Arts Center, the ones that I did in tandem with Adam too.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah. So we did those, him, his brother, um, and me did those together. And it was this giant one on I forget the business, some business in the short north.
Yeah, and remind me which piece is it? Can you describe it a little bit?
Yeah, we did a long, it was like, let's see, if a panel is like 12 feet by like, what was it, like 5 feet wide, it was probably like, I want to say like 8 of those because it was a huge surface. So we kind of collaborated and I did like my colored abstract study, like line work. And Adam and his brother did like the butterflies on
Yes,
there.
okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So it was like a collaboration of all of our tastes and ideas together.
That's
It was really fun.
fantastic. Yeah. Yeah, and that's what I've heard consistently when I was talking to Brian Moss too. He said it's very much about like people coming together in a collaboration. It's not just one person doing it, but it's the whole community coming together to create it too, which
Yeah.
is fantastic.
I think that's
And
what felt so good about that project is that it was like this time where it was super needed and it was like, yeah, like we have the ability to do this. We have this community. We can like come together and sure support in this way and like feel something good.
fantastic. Yeah. Wow. Well, thank you. Thank you for participating in it. We love having them outside the McConnell Art Center, and we've had a lot of classrooms stop by and have some conversations with us too, and have some questions. And so it really has been kind of a focal point in the Worthington area for the past couple months, and we're gonna have another almost month of it still. So thank you. Um, Okay, I also want to talk about you a little bit. So, can you share with me who or what has been your inspiration recently?
Recently, I feel super inspired by the kind of decaying plant life in Ohio. Uh,
Oh,
I think
yeah.
I think that's just like a winter thing, but I definitely have I derive so much inspiration from my environment, from nature, walking around in nature, and I've developed a sincere joy and care for the Ohio winter this year, probably because I'm paying a lot closer attention to it. But yeah, just like a lot of beautiful browns and golden colors and beautiful shapes. And I've been working off of that lately.
Fantastic. And is there a certain area that you're really enjoying or types of plants that's fascinating you?
Yeah, yesterday on a walk, I found a plant called a sedum, which is that plant that is kind of like it flowers out with all of these little circles on it, but it's flat on top. So it just makes a really cool shape. And right now, like it's usually like white or bright pink or fuchsia on top. But right now, the whole plant is this like beautiful brown color that just is very striking.
Wow,
I'd
that's
say that's the most recent thing I've been inspired by.
no, that's perfect. That's it. I feel like today my answer is so different from a year ago. And that's,
Yep.
of course, different from 10 years ago, too. But I think this world now, we're appreciating things in a whole new way. And I love the joyful focuses that people have, even during these challenging times. So, yeah, art and plants, let's get out and enjoy them. That's
More of
awesome.
it.
Awesome. Well, can you talk to me about what is your proudest moment as an artist? And if music is part of it too, totally okay. But is there something that has really made you proud?
Yeah, I see I've been a musician for my whole life. I started playing violin when I was like 1 and have had this on and off again relationship with music forever. and I've always felt a little bit too scared and timid to work on my own project sincerely and like follow it through. So last year, well, before last year, I started working on my first EP. And last year I was able to put that out and celebrate that in a small way because it came out in June. So I just kind of did a like a quick little live stream, but it was received really well and I'm super proud of those songs. And the Painting Switzerland is a part of that too. I'm just super proud of all of the work that was put into that and just that accomplishment that you feel when you've done something that you feel very strongly is your own and you're proud of it.
That's awesome. Well, we'll definitely have to share that too. And when we talk about Switzerland, that's amazing that it all is kind of intertwined there. Fantastic. And how can we support you? You know, not everybody is ready to necessarily go out and purchase a painting, but they want to connect with you, especially with restaurants and bars shut down, some of them. And so, how can we connect with you and help support you?
Yeah, well, I my Instagram is at Mucus Music, and I post a lot of stuff on there. I'm currently doing a project where I'm trying to put out a song a month this year, and I'm also doing artwork with it. So it'll be a song a month and a painting a month. And if anyone wants to follow along with that, that'll be all over my Instagram all year long. And I'm also hoping to start making prints potentially or start doing some type of art that is for sale of some kind. So that'll be on my Instagram too eventually. Eventually.
That's okay. One step at a time, right?
Uh-huh.
That's great. Okay, well, is there anything else you want to share with our patrons and the people out there?
I don't think so. That about covers it.
Well, thank you so much for talking with us today. And we're going to share your Instagram and provide opportunities for people to check you out and also check out your music too. That's fantastic. So we'll put those things out there and we will be seeing you again soon. Thanks so much, Caeleigh.
Awesome. Thank you, Katie.
Have a good day.
You too. Bye.